Gemini, and welcome to your September forecast. And yes, I know things are slow. I hear it every single day. I talk to so many of you, and it is for a reason. All these planets now retrograde, right? And then, of course, Uranus also, end of August, going retrograde. That brings us up to 6 retrogrades, and then we have Mercury going retrograde also there towards the end of September. I'll get back to that here pretty quick. But yes, not everything is totally slowed down, even though the majority of your ambitions and goals, you might feel that that's kind of hanging. Don't get frustrated. We're going to be looking at what does move forward, and that is now the Sun and Mars is in your 4th house for home, family, foundation. It's who you are on the inside. What are you feeling? Where are you wanting to take this energy? Revamping yourself and your home-related projects, or family members might be needing you, your assistance, your help, and whatnot, or just your love. And of course, it's time to catch up with those projects that you were thinking about maybe last year or earlier this year and didn't have time. Oops, Inky. She just crashed into the table. You're okay. It's okay. Yeah, she's a little shocked. So it's catching up with those home-related projects. Mars is there to really help you. The Sun is focusing on it, but Mars is helping you to actually put in all that physical energy that you need to do. And you love it, because when we do these projects and Mars is somewhere else in our chart, we still do it, but we don't have necessarily the same joy. But when Mars is there, we're feeling it. It's like, yes, look at this, So that's the upside of that. And to add to it here, Gemini, the new moon is also in your 4th house, okay? And that is going to be on September 7th, and it's 14 degrees there in Virgo. So what does that mean? That's where we place our intentions, isn't it? So your intention is, as you're working through your home-related projects, tell yourself this on the new moon. It's like, this feels so good, being on top of it, ahead of the game, not procrastinating and putting it back there. If I can continue to take it, and keep a routine, then I can keep it up, and my home will feel better. It's more open, it's cleared out, all that, whatever it is, that you might be hodling. All right, clear it out. So yeah, that's the good thing about that. So the new moon, of course, is always stimulating. It can carry you through the oncoming months until next year, right? So it's all about putting down a new rule for yourself of how you want to pertain throughout the rest of the year into next year. That full moon will be here in your 10th house for career, happening on September 20th. It's in the sign of Pisces. So this area can illuminate for you, bring something forward. Maybe it is some accolade for things that you've been doing, processing in the past, or brought into the light, so you can get some kudos and accolades for that. So really, really happy to see it, and especially because it was just passing Neptune as it turns full, right, in those hours. And Neptune is your vision, it's your hopes and dreams. It's also very, very spiritual. So yes, I feel that dream that you've been working towards could actually receive something there on September 20th. So that's awesome. Since things are moving slowly with all these retrogrades, Gemini, what I'm doing here in August, if you're listening to this on the August end of your September forecast, I'm uploading on a daily basis today's horoscopes, meaning it's one of those short videos that YouTube is now bringing out, like a TikTok. It's only 1 minute long, but you're going to get a 1-minute forecast every morning. I upload it at midnight, so you have it when you get up to your morning coffee to just set the tone, what you can expect in today's horoscope. We're looking at the moon, we're looking at Mercury, Venus, Mars. At least those are still active and can bring something to the table and hopefully give you a little guidance, right? So welcome to that. And if this really works, we will continue with it. But for me, August is just a little testing. Jupiter and Saturn, yes, they're still retrograde up in your ninth house. We've talked about that last month, and they are continuing to be retrograde in the oncoming months. Those of you that are applying for visas, for example, that could be on a shutdown or very, very slow processing. Anything of those things that you're trying to push through, especially when it comes to the government. Saturn's there retrograde too. Could be very, very slow. But then you know why. Try, Gemini, not to let this frustrate you. It is what it is, right? And so do what you can do. Go with emotion. There's a lot of that creativity right now with Venus in the fifth house. That's self-expression. It's your artsy self, whether it's painting, writing. You're really good at all that verbal communication, right? Dancing, movement, but whatever. Express yourself, bring joy to the table. And the fifth house is also all about romance. So this could be a great time to have a little extra time with your partner. And for those of you single, hey, who knows? You could come to meet somebody, right? Mercury is going to retrograde on October 27th through October 19th. So for 3.5 weeks, it's going to retrograde in this area, the fifth house. And we were just talking about relationships. There could be a little bit of mishap, miscommunication. Make sure in that period that you validate who you're listening to, right? Make sure that there aren't really any miscommunications that can create any problems, and you'll be okay. All right? And that's Inky now eating her food. So first she crashed into the table. Now she's eating, but yeah, she's a good girl. So listen, guys, Gemini, I will see you next month. So do join in with us with today's horoscopes on the shorts. I'll see you soon. Bye now.